In a quaint village, hidden away from the world, lived a dollmaker named Elias. Known for his exquisite craftsmanship, Elias's dolls were the finest in the land, each one a masterpiece of porcelain and silk. Yet, despite the beauty of his creations, Elias was a lonely man, consumed by a dark desire to breathe life into his dolls. Desperate and yearning for companionship, Elias made a fateful pact with the devil. In exchange for his soul, he asked for the power to animate his creations, to see them move and speak. The devil agreed, but with a cruel twist. Elias would gain the power he sought, but at a terrible cost. The curse was diabolical. To give life to his dolls, Elias had to capture living human souls and bind them with the porcelain shells. These souls, though trapped, remained conscious, able to see and feel everything around them, yet paralyzed within their doll forms. They could scream and cry in their minds, but not a sound would escape their lips, forever silenced by the curse. The first soul Elias took was that of a young girl, her essence torn from her body and imprisoned within a delicate doll. As her new porcelain eyes opened, filled with terror and confusion, Elias realized the horror of his bargain. The doll could not move on its own. Elias was forced to manipulate it, pulling the strings like a puppet master, while the trapped soul watched in silent agony. Tormented by guilt and despair, Elias became obsessed with perfecting his art, believing that if he found the right soul, he could break the curse and truly bring his dolls to life. He wandered the village, a shadow among the unsuspecting townsfolk, choosing his victim with a meticulous eye. Each disappearance was a new hope and a new failure, as the dolls remained mute, their trapped souls suffering in silence. The villagers began to whisper, noticing the eerie resemblance between Elias's dolls and the missing persons. Fear grew, but so did fascination. People came from far and wide to see the lifelike dolls, marveling at their beauty and realism, unaware of the tormented souls within. One stormy night, a young woman named Clara, visiting the village, found herself drawn to Elias's workshop. She had heard rumors, seen the posters of the missing, and felt compelled to uncover the truth. As she entered the dimly lit room, the sight of the dolls on the shelves, their eyes seeming to follow her every move, sent a chill down her spine. Curiosity overcame her fear as she reached out to touch one of the dolls. Its eyes, wide and filled with a desperate plea, seemed to look into her soul. In that moment, Clara felt a connection, a silent cry for help. She knew she had to act. Elias appeared, startled and fearful, yet somehow relieved. He confessed to Clara, revealing the horrific truth of his curse and the souls trapped within the dolls. Desperation had driven him to dark deeds, and now remorse consumed him. Clara, moved by his plight and the suffering of the souls, agreed to help him. Together, they prepared a ritual, hoping to free the trapped souls and break the curse. But as they chanted, the air grew colder and a dark presence filled the room. The devil appeared, mocking their efforts. The curse, he declared, was unbreakable by mortal means. Only Elias's death could end the torment. Faced with an impossible choice, Elias made the ultimate sacrifice. As the life drained from him, the dolls fell silent, their eyes closing as the trapped souls were released. Clara watched in sorrow as the ethereal forms of the freed souls ascended, their silent screams echoing in the stillness. Clara left the village, carrying with her the tragic tale of the dollmaker and his cursed creations. The workshop stood abandoned, the dolls untouched, their eyes forever closed. The villagers also moved on, but the memory of Elias's cursed art lingered, a dark legend whispered in hushed tones. To this day, it is said that if you listen closely, you can hear the faint sound of a music box playing in the old workshop, a haunting reminder of a man's desperate wish and the price of making deals with the devil.